Roll. Hi, this is John Casey with Sailing Anarchy. We're here the last day in the Boston stop for the Extreme Sailing Series. I'm here on Roland Gabler's Team Extreme boat. This boat's actually sponsored by OC for the event. This is the boat that has the extra, the new fifth man at every stop. And I'm just going to run through some systems on these boats. You know, we're seeing them from the dock from far away, but to get up close and personal with the boat's pretty important so everybody sees what's going on it. Right here we've got the Traveler. All right, this is an all carbon rear beam right here. This is the Traveler. It moves back and forth. Two big Harken Travelers here. This is the main sheet actually. The main sheet goes up to a hydraulic ram that you can't see inside the boom. And this is controlled on both sides, and I'll show you that in a second. Right here we've got the tiller extension, of course, all carbon tiller crossbar, all carbon tiller. You can see the carbon rudder there behind me. This right here is the Jenniker block. This is how far back the Jenniker actually is sheeted to on the boat from the very front. Right over here, I'm sitting where the helm would be sitting on the boat. This controls the hydraulic pump, okay? You see the guy's always pumping back and forth, trying to trim in the main sheet, but also it's got three switches: Cunningham, main sheet, and outhaul. So there's three hydraulic rams on the boat, and depending on where the switch is how you move it, okay? And here's the release button, and here's the oh shit button, just in case you get in real trouble. It's supposed to release the main sheet faster than this release, but it doesn't always work that way. Right here, this is where the tactician, or call it the Traveler man, will be sitting. This is the winch for the Traveler. It's a continuous Traveler, so you can trim it on both sides. If you tack, you can tighten it up from this side, and as you go to the other side, you just walk it up. You can cleat it here, you can cleat it back here. Self-tailing winch, so the trimmer can just put it in the self-tailer and grind it up. Up front here, this winch is the Jenniker and the jib winch, okay? So depending on what you're doing on the boat, when you're going upwind, you put the jib on it. When you're going downwind, you put that clutch down and the jib stays in the same position. You put the Jenniker sheet on this winch. And this winch will run straight from this block on the other side. So this goes straight to that winch on the other side. Right here, we have the dagger board. Dagger board weighs about 60 pounds. You see it actually floats. It moves really good on their boat. It doesn't always move that good. And this, you can pull it up with this to hold it up in a certain position. Of course, we got the Aramid shrouds here, Dyneema, they're just tied off. When you tighten the rig down, you take it from here to the winch and you crank the rig for the tension that you want it. Then you tie it off. The knives, there's 4 knives on the boat, 1 knife in each corner. Teams have to make sure that they're sharp, prepared, and ready to go. Right here is the furling line. So when you furl it up, 2 crew, or if you got a big bowman, 1 man will be furling it. There's one side and then there's another furling line for the other way. Here's the jib. The jib sheet runs through here, right down through that turning block into the clutch or onto the winch. Right here is where all the action happens on the boat in the mark roundings. This is the Jenniker winch. This is the Jenniker halyard right here. Move over to the other side. Here's where we have the hydraulic batch, okay? One of these, since there's 3 rams on the boat, Cunningham, outhaul, main sheet, controlled on each side by that lever that I showed you earlier. Every time they take it, you know, the boat apart, you got to take all the hydraulics off. And here are the main halyard and the jib halyard, main jib. They run to this winch right here to put it up. And the main is a beast to put up, you know. The whole crew will be working to put it up. Here's the self-tacking jib right here. The jib car, see Dyneema, and they've got these lightweight stropes for the jib clue. They also have it for the top, you know, the head of the jib also. course, showed you the winch. Here's the jib sheet going to the other side, and of course, you know, everything's symmetrical. So that's all the parts for the boat if you're going to go sailing. Thanks a lot.